Hi, my name is Amy Salveria, and I am an independent consultant and district manager with Arbonne International. And with me today is Sherry Turner, independent consultant and regional vice president with Arbonne International. And today we just want to talk a little bit about this amazing company, Arbonne, what we stand for, who we are, the industry we're in, and a little bit of the money that can be earned. So a little bit about my story. When I found Arbonne, I like to say that a little over a year ago, I started my business by accident. I had cystic acne and was making a trip to the med spa for cortisone shots each and every month, on top of the products that I was buying to try to help my face. Obviously, they weren't working. When I started learning about Arbonne and the product and their philosophy, I thought that it might be just the change I needed to really truly fix my problem. I was hesitant to use it as a business purely because I was kind of just thinking about myself. But as I really dug into all of this information, I knew that people needed to know. If I didn't know, there were lots of people out there that didn't have this information either. I had cousins who had little kids who I was really worried about them using all of these products on their kids throughout their whole entire lives. So at that time, around that time, I was planning on doing a fundraiser for a charity very close to my family's heart. And I asked Sherry if she would come and help me teach my friends and family about these products and the opportunity so that they would have this information. And from that little party, I was able to make a really great donation to the charity as well as get into qualification for the first level of management. So here is what I learned. Arbonne is a 38-year-old company, which is really amazing. Most companies fail after 5 years. So Arbonne really has stood the test of time and definitely is here to stay. We offer vegan, health, wellness, beauty, and grooming products. That's a lot of products that everyone is using every day at ultra premium quality, but entry-level department store prices. Our founder, Petter Morg, was a Norwegian botanist, and his vision was to bring better, safer products to the market for his family and friends, and to share them with women so that women could become millionaires. And today, proudly, he has created lots of men and women millionaires. Currently, we are under the leadership of Kay Napier Zanotti, who is our CEO. And she came from Procter & Gamble, and she's also responsible for that healthy menu at McDonald's after the Super Size Me fiasco. Her goal is to globalize this company. Currently, we are in 7 different countries, and we have plans to go into many, many more. Dr. Peter Matravers is a chemical botanist. He's our chief formulator. He actually holds the most vegan beauty product patents of anyone. So he is super passionate about what he does and just in love with it. So at Arbonne, we mix the best of nature and science. All of the ingredients you want to have and nothing you don't. We abide by the European standards, and in Europe, they've banned over 1,300 chemicals because the European government pays for its people's health care. So they have a vested interest in keeping them healthy. Here in the US, we have private health care. The people are paying, And so in the United States, only 11 chemicals have been banned or restricted from use in products. All of my products at Arbonne are vegan certified, kosher certified, non-GMO, gluten, soy, dairy, and whey free, and we do not use chemical dyes, fragrances, or artificial sweeteners. Arbonne has never and never will test on animals. Our skin is actually our largest organ, and we absorb everything that we put onto our skin. It goes into our bloodstreams and travels to our major organs. That is why our products are free of parabens, which are linked in 99% of breast cancer tumors, something that was very important to me since breast cancer is very prevalent in my family's medical history. We don't use mineral oil or any petroleum-based product ingredients. Mineral oil is actually the number 2 cause of aging after sun exposure. Something that most people don't know about. And we aren't using any phthalates or any other hormone disruptors. In fact, phthalates in the United States have been banned from baby toys since babies end up putting toys in their mouths. There's no difference between what we're putting in our mouth and what we're putting on our bodies. They're both ending up at our organs. Our top selling lines are the anti-aging RE9 line, which is what I use to fix my face, and the 30 Days to Healthy Living program. This is not a diet. It's a way to learn how to live a healthier lifestyle and learn which foods are serving you and which foods aren't, so that you can go forward like that, feeling your absolute best. All of our products come with a 45-day money-back guarantee and are delivered by carbon neutral UPS, which means that I'm doing the environment a favor when I order my products. So now I will turn it over to Sherry to tell you a little bit about herself, as well as our business model and the money, which is something that I didn't really understand when I first started looking at this business.
Oh, thank you so much, Amy. I love hearing about how great we have it here at Arbonne and all the great reasons why I chose Arbonne as my vehicle for personal care and health and wellness at our family. I was introduced to Arbonne after recovering from a life-threatening bacterial blood infection. And so, as you can imagine, when you have a blood infection, things like what Amy was just talking about become pretty important to you. I was also looking at what I was going to do as I've been a stay-at-home mom coming off of retail. I was an executive retail, corporate retail executive, and had stopped that to raise our daughters. Now our daughters were growing up, and I was looking at where was I going to get involved next. I knew I didn't want to go back to retail. I didn't want to go to a job. I didn't want to go where somebody had to tell me when I was going to be there, when I could leave, when I could go to lunch, maybe when I could take a potty break. That just didn't sound like anything I wanted a part of. What I wanted and what I was looking for was something with flexibility. I wanted to work with people of the highest integrity. I wanted to work with a company of the highest integrity. And I wanted to make as much money as I felt I was worth. I didn't want anybody ever again telling me, this is what you're worth and this is what we'll pay you. So when Arbonne came along in the package of some bottles called RE9 and the anti-aging system, I didn't see it as a business at first, but what I did experience was I learned everything that Amy just shared with you, and that got my interest. I started connecting the dots about what was really going on our skin was going into our bloodstream. And the very people, my family, that were trusting me to make sure that, what was in our bathrooms, the things that they were using, the things that they were eating were serving their health, and that they trusted me. When I came home after I had learned what I had learned about Arbonne, I started turning over our bottles, and the very people that were trusting me, I was slowly poisoning. Their dyes and fragrances, and as Amy said, phthalates and parabens and mineral oil and animal renderings and things I had no idea about. And it's become my mission really to educate others and to let them know that there is a better way. But then I put on my business hat, and what I saw was so enlightening. I had to get over myself a little bit. This wasn't a business model that I saw myself jumping into. But once I saw what this could mean financially to my family, which I'll get into in just a few minutes, that turned everything around for me. What it offered was the flexibility that I was looking for, the freedom to do what I want when I want it, and to work when I want to work. I also found that Arbonne attracts such a high caliber of people with great character. And those are the people I want to be around, people who look to the future, people who are change makers, people who are exciting to be with. And we are all not the same. So everybody has their own story. Everybody comes to this, via their own vehicle, their own introduction. But what I have found is that we all share something in common. And that really is kind of a quiet desperation. We turn off the porch light at night and we lock the front door, and we're not laying awake at night wondering, how am I going to get rid of this wrinkle, or, what's going to happen to my neck, or, what shampoo am I going to use, or what protein am I going to have? We're just not. What we're thinking about is how we're going to cover the expenses that are looming. How are we going to change this life if what we keep doing isn't getting us any further? And this was my answer. So anyway, let me tell you a little bit about our business model. We are in the model of social marketing, which is in the old days was called network marketing, but it's social marketing, because who do we trust? We trust really each other. We trust our recommendations. We look to our friends to help us, kind of navigate where should I go and get those cute shoes that you're wearing, or where did you get your eye makeup, or, all of those things. We look to each other, right? We don't tend to trust what we see on TV because we know that, Nicole Kidman or Beyonce are getting paid to say what's coming out of their mouth, and most likely not using the very products that they're telling us we should go use. So social marketing is just a way of, I saw it as just a way of monetizing my referrals. I refer all day long. We all do. This is a way that Arbonne profit shares with us for being their brand ambassador, for being our own brand ambassador. So what we really have then is a mobile global business. We're on the computer now, right? And we've all got our smartphones, and that's how we run our businesses. So, for instance, my husband is an attorney. If he's not billing hours, he's not making money. But when we're sleeping, I'm making money. It's a beautiful business model. So basically, we're cloud-based. We can do our business from our phone or our computer. We have it at our fingertips. Our mouth is our office. We keep it open at all times. We would anyway. We'd be recommending. So it's a way that Arbonne, every time somebody says, you know what, that sounds like a great plan, I'd love to take a look at the products and purchase, Arbonne profit shares a little bit of the profit that consumer made, and that adds up as our network grows. So oftentimes people will ask, how is this shared? How do we do this business? And doing is in the living. And if you think about Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, we all know the story. Mark Zuckerberg did not invite almost 2 billion of us to his dorm room that night to introduce us to this concept, this social concept. But what did happen was a couple of people thought, it's a smart idea. I'll do this. And they told a couple of people who told a couple of people who told a couple of people, and the rest is history. That's what we do. We build out two markets of people. One market is people who are just interested in getting great, non-toxic products that make them look and feel better, are completely results driven and results giving, and who want to get it at a great discount. We set them up with their own shopping portal. They open an account for $29 for the year and can go in and shop from 20 to 40% off to their heart's content. And it's delivered, as Amy said, by UPS, carbon neutral UPS. So just a beautiful thing to not have to go to the shopping mall, look for a place to park, find the time to do it, run into the store. All that takes time. I love that I can hit submit my order, and about 2 days later, UPS arrives at the door and leaves it off for me. It's a beautiful concept. It's like Amazon Prime, right? We're all shopping that way. So the what we do, the concept that we have really is stop, start, and share. So as a consultant, Amy and I made a decision that we would stop buying toxic products out in the marketplace that don't serve us. We would start buying from our own e-commerce store online through Arbonne, and that we would share this with others. And that's it. It's simply stop, start, and share. And notice I didn't say sell, sell, sell. This is about showing people how they can convert where they're already buying, an expense they're already making, to buy much better product. So the other network that then we have are a network of people who want to purchase at a deeper discount, 35 to 50%, by opening a consultant account for $79 with shipping and tax is about $100. And what that does is opens up a world of financial possibilities with a world of health that is amazing. So really, truly, we get paid to show people how to improve their health and their wealth. So let me tell you just a little bit about the money. And we have 4 levels, as Amy was alluding to earlier. We have 4 levels of what we call management, but it's not even management because you're not managing people. I would say 4 levels of promotion. So the first level of promotion is district manager. The average time to arrive and earn district manager is anywhere from about 1 to 5 months. And this is a part-time side gig, side hustle, side business, running it alongside of what you already do. So remember that you'd be recommending things anyway on the side in conversations to people. That's what this is. So that a district manager will make anywhere from $240 to about $1,500 a month, in addition to what they're already bringing in from their from their main job. So that's about $3,000 to $18,000 a year. And at district manager, we say that's where you're really getting paid to take a shower. So I want you just to think about that for a second. What could an extra $3,000, upwards of $18,000 do just coming in alongside stream, coming into your bank account for a year? Wouldn't that be amazing? And that's just the beginning. The next level is area manager. That's where Amy is shooting for right now, and I know will soon arrive. Mm-hmm. She's building a great team, so I'm so excited for her. That average time is about 5 to 11 months. This is a journey that we all take. It's very individualized. That's the company average. It can take shorter. It can take longer. It doesn't matter. We all get to arrive there. And that really starts to glean us anywhere from about $1,200 a month to about $3,000, maybe even a little bit more a month. So let's put that into an annual number. And that looks like just over $14,000 a month, or $14,000 a year, to about $36,000 a year. additionally coming in because you're opening your mouth and sharing Arbonne. That's exciting. That's really exciting. And at area manager, it's especially exciting because at that point, you now have a willable asset, an asset that should something happen to you, you can pass on. You can pass on to your children, your family, a sibling, a cause, whatever is important to you. But that's money that can continue going on. So it's really legacy building income. You know, for our family, I have both of my daughters are named in my trust to inherit my Arbonne business. So they will be able to either take the check and cash it every month, or they'll be able to pick up that business so if they choose and continue to build that business. I've never heard of anything like this anywhere. The third level is regional vice president. The average time is about 2 years. Again, we're all on our own journey. But at regional vice president, and as Amy said at the beginning, that's the level that I am. It's about 5 to 10,000 additional a month. And that's where the game starts to change a little bit, because that's where real exciting choices be able to happen. You know, if you're not liking that job that you're part of, it gives you the opportunity to say, okay, I've got a growing business here, a willable asset. I could walk away from that possibility, possibly, and just do Arbonne full time if you'd like. And doing Arbonne full time is about 20 to 25 hours a week. So all of a sudden, life can get really happy. The other thing that's very happy at that level is that we call that the car level. Arbonne gives regional vice presidents an additional $800 on top of the money that I just mentioned. And you get to go out and pick out a white Mercedes. So as Amy had said, our mission at Arbonne is pure, safe, beneficial. Mercedes are just wonderful. They fit that bill. They're pure because they're white. We need to pick white. They're beneficial because they are great to drive, I will tell you. And they are safe. And the safest, really, just about that you can have on the road. But the more beneficial is the fact that you're not paying for it; you're getting paid to drive it. So, so that's exciting. And you know, from an annual standpoint, that's about $60,000 to $120,000 a year, additional income coming in. Now you've got money that you might be able to start reinvesting in other things. So it's very exciting. And then at the tippy top of our company is national vice president. And that is an average of 3 to 5 years to arrive at. Again, it's all on our own time frame. It's all effort based. It's all, we get to decide what we're going to do. And the average income at that level of national vice president is $21,500 a month. So that's about $250,000, just over $250,000 a year, additional, an additional income stream. That is a thing of beauty. So that car bonus then goes up to $1,000 a month for the Mercedes, the white Mercedes. We call that the Maui level, because every year Arbonne sends all the national vice presidents and their spouse, a significant other, whoever they'd like to bring, to Maui for a week in January. So if you are anywhere across the country where it's cold in January, you might just want to warm up that way. So I just want to leave you with a couple of things. First of all, if you're anything like me, you might be thinking, which I did for a while, was what if this doesn't work? What if this doesn't work? What if this doesn't work? Well, I want you to stop that and just ask yourself, what if it does? Because I'm here to give you my personal guarantee it does. That's not Arbonne's guarantee, but that's my personal guarantee. The only way it doesn't work is if you never begin and if you quit. Otherwise, you have that opportunity to do everything I've just described. And then I really want to think about, where do you see yourself in 5 years? If you have an opportunity that has come along that will afford you an extra $250,000 a year in the next 3 to 5 years, that's awesome. If you don't, this is something to look at. If you do, this is something to look at because you could just double that. So I want to ask you, you know, think about this one. We're all going to be shampooing, we're all going to be grooming the rest of our lives. Does your shampoo, does your mascara, do your supplements, do they all come with a 1099? It's something to consider. So what we really like to say here at Arbonne is that, and what I have learned is that you change your brand and you absolutely can change your life. So Amy, thank you so much for asking me to be on this with you. And I'm going to hand this to you.
Me.
So thank you so much. And thank you for joining us. Amy, did you have anything else that you wanted to say?
You have summed it up so beautifully. I don't think so, but just this is something that a lot of people kind of don't understand always. And so thank you for taking the time to understand it with us today. And if you have any questions, we're here.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Amy.
Bye.